Mexico came through India, the #1 team pre-qualified for the knockout stages of this last chance qualifier, and took them out. A lot of people out here were suggesting that they could be India's banana skin, and it was proven to be correct. But they take on Great Britain, who ran through Brazil 6-0 in their quarterfinal. Two teams are buzzing here as they take each other on for a place at the Olympic Games. First up, it's Great Britain and Connor Hall. Just outside, but a good sighter for Great Britain. Alex Wise shooting in the middle, followed by Tom Hall.
Oh, didn't seem quite happy with that one. Had a feeling it was just a little bit tense, but that was a great one for sure. Great Britain maintained the form, amazing form they had from the quarterfinals.
High 8 from Great Britain will give Mexico and Grande some kind of confidence. Grande going into the 9. Martinez shooting in the middle for the Mexicans, followed by Rojas.
Oh, that wasn't stable. We saw his arm shooting down, falling, plunging after that shot. Didn't set up quite as well, but Carlos Rojas can still match Great Britain here by shooting a 10.
Well, is that nerves? I mean, we've seen 3 arrows, 2 from Mexico, 1 from Great Britain going high. Are we having a change in light, change of wind, perhaps?
I say it's the wind. We had the shot looking downrange. We could see the wind blowing. And Connor Hall dropping a 9 just almost on the line. I think it's tricky for everyone. And the 27 by Great Britain to start now seems to be a great score.
Well, even an 8 here for Tom Hall could put Britain in a very good position. It is indeed an 8. Sorry, I wasn't trying to predict a lower score for Great Britain, but that still means that Mexico are going to have to completely outshoot their first 3 arrows here to have a chance of any set points. That's a good start to the second rotation from Matias Grande.
Yes, he's setting the tone, probably sharing with his teammates where he was aiming, trying to help them find their aiming spot in the target. Oh, and that's a good shot by Bruno Wing, just out. Some side clicks over there.
10 required, though, from Rojas to share the points with Great Britain in the first set of this crucial semi-final. And he puts it into the 8, so Mexico will be led out in set number 2 by Matias Grande. Not the start Mexico were looking for.
Yeah, unlikely haul of points dropped by Matias Grande. He's been the anchor of this team. He was just outside in the 8. Oh, and Bruno Wing maybe overcompensating, Mexico seems to be struggling more than Great Britain to read the conditions. A startled look by Bruno Wing. But that was a good looking shot by Carlos Rojas, executing it well.
Concentration now for Connor Hall of Great Britain.
Oh, I think that wasn't the best release by Connor Hall. Wasn't that far out, but still he moved his height. Okay, his facial expression wasn't the happiest after that, but execution seemed good. Alex Wise, he's been really stable, really strong. And interesting to note the little thread hanging by the stabilizer on Tom Hall's bow to indicate the wind. And what a nice group they have there, just outside of the 10.
Yeah, shift that up a little bit. That'll be all good. A bit more of a spread from Mexico. One high right, two a little lower to the left. A bit of Bo Quando there, but he's guided that one into the center of the target, Grande.
Yeah, he's maintaining the flow of his shot. A very strong archer, manages to keep his shot flowing even under the toughest circumstances. Oh, and Bruno Wing dropping 2 more precious points there just outside of the 9. Mexico can't afford to be making mistakes like that.
Great to see the coach, David Vélez, just talking them through, holding their hand, metaphorically speaking. And that is a brilliant shot from Rojas. 53, though, is a gettable target for Great Britain. Connor Hall will be up next. Didn't look happy with it, and there's why. Still in Britain's hands, but they've got to hit 2 10s to go 4-0 up. Just outside. Now they need a 10 to share the set points. Otherwise, we'll be all square. Tom Hall anchoring Great Britain. And it's into the 9. The two teams effectively have to reset here. Now the door is wide open. It's a second consecutive 7 from Connor Hall. And he looks a bit bemused.
I wonder if we're starting to see the cracks in Great Britain's armor here. Connor Hall, who has been so strong and an anchor on this team, is now struggling. Up to Tom Hall to kind of save it a little bit, this first rotation.
Well, that 25 gave the Mexican wings.
And Matias Grande shooting the 10s he knows so well how to do at a crucial moment. Makes things a little bit easier for his teammates. Bruno Wing failed to hit the 10 in the previous set. The yellow indeed, but he does it even better.
Oh, what a time to hit form. Mexico go perfect through the first rotation of the third set. And we don't want to write off Great Britain, but there is a mountain to climb here.
There is a mountain to climb, and I'm starting to see Connor Hall clearly with tension in his shooting. Matters are looking complicated for Great Britain now. I'm afraid these are rehearsal shots for them to come in the next set and try to force a shoot-off.
Just waiting for the wind to die down a little bit by the looks of things. Tom Hall, you could see the string at the end of his stabilizer just blowing around a little bit. He was waiting for it to settle. 53 set, so a huge buffer for Mexico here. And look at this group continuing to impress in the middle of the target.
It looks like what Germany did when they won their match. Amazing group here at a crucial moment for Mexico, who are en route to have a very nice and comfortable 4-2 lead. Bruno Wing, even though it's not a 10, he's happy with his shooting. 9 just outside of the 10. Momentum clearly on the Mexican side.
They say coaches make a difference, and you've got to say David Vélez stayed very calm. Mexico looked like they were in a lot of bother, and another 9 secures the points. Great Britain trailing Mexico by 4 set points to 2.
There it is, his first 10 of the match. Took long, but it came at the most important time. Great Britain trying to make a reaction and come back strong. Yes, and the shots are looking good, looking stable and strong. Great Britain is starting the way they wanted. Oh, that was a long hold, and release wasn't the best, but it was a 9. That's good.
Good support in the crowd for Great Britain. Spotted Penny Healy and Megan Havers, who were part of the British trio who qualified the women's team yesterday. Cheering them on. Matthias Grande started things off in this 4th set for Mexico with a 9. It's not done yet.
Not done yet, and Matias Grande has been having this tendency of shooting to the right, making mistakes to the right. But Bruno Wing, who was struggling in the beginning of the match, now is super dialed in.
Tens and 9s in the last 2 sets from Carlos Royas on the line now. So Britain's score matched, which is exactly the minimum that Mexico need to book their Paris ticket. Just outside.
Just out. The shot looked good. Maybe that won't be enough. Up to Alex Wise and Tom Hall to challenge Mexico.
Well, relieves the pressure a little bit, but really, Great Britain need another 10 here. It's drifted over to the right again. 57 out of 60, not a bad score.
Not bad indeed, but Tom Hall had some tension there in his shooting. Understandably, he had the weight of the world in his shoulders. Mexico, they could take this.
I think he did just about enough there, Matthias Grande, to keep that in the 9. They've still got 1 point to play with here. 10 and a 9 is enough for a place at the Olympic Games for Mexico. There's the 10, a 9 for a place at the Olympic Games for the team from Mexico. Carlos Royas takes a deep breath. The pressure is on. Is he up to it? Yes, he is. Mexico have done it. They've taken Great Britain out from 2-0 down, winning 6-2, and that win is enough to secure their team quota at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and that is what that means.